Okay. Good morning, DXN. Good morning, DXN Nigeria. Good morning, DXN Africa. Good morning, DXN worldwide. Anywhere you are in Malaysia, in Nigeria, in Zambia, in the country of India, in Nepal, Zimbabwe, anywhere you are welcome to another informative, educative, and interactive section with DXN Nigeria. Today we have a power-packed information for you to learn and how to build your business. If you are not with us, please join live anywhere you are. If you are with us, please get your notepad and your pens ready because your business is about to change for good. I remain your humble host, Samuel Zoro, Sales and Marketing Manager for DXN Nigeria. And today I am delighted to have a special guest with us today. It's not easy to have him in our live show because he went through many sacrifices to have this presentation with us today. If you have gone through the flyers, if you have gone through the posters, shared around the world, you would have known that today your business will change for good. He's an international speaker, an international author. He is a motivational speaker. He has changed the business for over so many years. He has been at the echelon of DXN status, changing the lives with his motivation, with his teachings. He is a crown ambassador in DXN. All I bring to you my very, very good mentor, Mr. FATEMI GHANI, Crown Ambassador of DXN. Good morning, sir. Nice to meet you on our show, sir.
Good morning, Samuel. Thank you very much for introducing me to this beautiful session. Thank you for the introduction. So without further ado, I would be starting the very important topic of today, which is positive thinking and motivation. So please confirm, Samuel, you can see my my slide. Give me a thumb up, please, or
yes.
Tell me.
Yes, can. I can see your slide. Perfect, sir. Perfect.
All right. So now coming to this topic is not only for the DXN people, but it's for everyone, from young, old, DXNer, non-DXNer. If you be with me for the coming 45 minutes, it will be something that it should change your life. So starting from what is motivation, the areas that I'm going to cover, how to get motivated, positive thoughts and action, and if there is negativity, how to eliminate that. So these are the things which is needed in our life to make our life better, happier. My request to all of you for the coming 50 minutes with Q&A and all, please be with me. If you are on your mobile, turn off the notification. If you are on laptop, turn off your notification, plus get the mobile to silent mode so you don't get disturbed. As I told you, this will change your life provided you are with me 100% laser focus. I've got gift for you. If you are with me right till the end, you'll get a gift, and I'm sure everybody loves gift. And so sit back, enjoy, and learn what I'm going to share in this coming 50 minutes. It took me more than 2 weeks to prepare this a very powerful webinar, and it is something which is the need of the hour also. Why it is need of the hour? Because the way this pandemic has changed the entire world, millions of people have lost their job, they have lost their businesses, they are in real crisis. And at this juncture, this motivation and positive thinking is critical, crucial for you, your family, your community, everyone around you. But everything starts from you. You are the most important person. Remember that. So this is how the motivation looks like. Everybody is running, as you see this gentleman, and there is something in the front, and that thing is making that person go. So what is motivation? So I'm not going to give you a typical definition from the Wikipedia or from the dictionary. Motivation is what drive you have inside, what fire you have. Nobody can get that fire inside you. What gets you going, that goal, that dream, that aspiration, that inspiration, all that is motivation. Now, there are a lot of motivational speakers. I mean, I've been to many motivational, seminars and spent a lot of money. But what happens? You look at this beautiful picture, everybody's excited and pumped up and hyped up. And for that hour, or maybe for one day, maximum 2 days, that motivation, whatever that person has listened to, saw on the stage, that thing is there. What happens on the third day? Third day is quite a long time, let me tell you. As far as I'm concerned, on the second day, I'm gone. I mean, I'm back to where I was. So remember, motivational speeches are good, but they are not what is going to make you move. It'll give you some ideas. Only yesterday, I was talking to one of the digital marketing expert, and he was saying, I fully agree that the map your freedom that you have is the motivation. What is the motivation? To do and implement and get the result. Your motivation, remember, is like this mobile. You can have the best of the mobile, this iPhone Max 12 we can have, okay? This expensive, very powerful technology is useless if it is not charged. So you can have all the knowledge in the world, you can have all the people who are surrounding you, but if you're not fired up, nothing can happen. So this is something, please note it down. Nobody can motivate you unless you get motivated. Can you see this? A beautiful picture where you need to get yourself charged on a daily basis. And that is what I'm going to give you a gift if you stay till the end of the webinar. So this motivation that you look in the speeches and the books or in something which is there, it's not permanent. So you yourself, you are the creator of your motivation. In my opinion, after doing this research, I came to the conclusion that motivation is the byproduct of the positive thinking. So motivation is maybe about 10%, 90% is that positive thinking. And I'll show you the path, the secret to having that positive thinking. And why we don't have it, that also you'll come to know. So motivation is temporary. It goes up and down, just like this. If you are a science student, this is called sinusoidal curve. It goes up, it goes down. It goes up, stays down, and sometimes it kinds of levels off. So it is natural. It is 100% natural. Where you are motivated and you remain motivated is if you're working out. For example, you're going to the gym and you're working out. It takes time. But the moment you see a little bit of the muscle coming here or a little bit of the muscle coming there, what happens? You feel good. Your coach in the gym tells you, okay, you're doing very good. Keep on pushing those bars, whatever you are having, the treadmill, 5,000 steps, 10,000 steps, you keep on going and you see the result. That is what keeps you motivated. And I'll give you an example. All those who are seeing me having my cocktail of DXN product. So we don't have an introduction. I have this thing every day. In that much of water, I have my reishi powder. I have my spirulina. That's all green that you're looking at. And codipine, morinzyme, and that's my motivation every day in the morning. That's what gets me going. Before this webinar, I had another webinar, and exactly after 50 minutes, I have another webinar. So what keeps me motivated is, of course, good health is one, and that is what is motivating a lot of people in DXN, in life. Why you work? Because you get that salary. Why you do business? Because you have that business which is getting you the money. But getting money is not the motivation. The motivation is what the money does to you. And if you get the financial freedom, and I always ask the same question, what is the definition of financial freedom? Some people can get financial freedom in just $1,000. Some people can get it even in $5,000. Whatever your expense that you have, and you get a passive income, you no longer work for it. In DXN, if you work for 3 to 5 years, really put your head down with laser focus, completely committed, there is no way that you will not get financial freedom. The expense in any house is between $3,000 to $5,000, and 3 to 5 years, you put your head down, don't look right, don't look left, work along with whatever you are doing. For example, you are in a job, you are running a small business, or you're doing full-time. Full-time people will get their financial freedom much faster. I was working when I started the DXN business. It took me 4 years to come out of my job, get my financial freedom, no more working for anybody, fire the boss, and I'll tell you the story of how I got motivated from a very negative environment. That's my personal story I'm going to share later. So positive thinking is permanent, and that's what you should be working on a daily basis. Now, coming to why people think the way they think. Now, our mind is very complex, very complicated. It's a lot of things are happening. So everything is kind of interconnected. The way your life goes, the environment goes, the world goes, all that. If you look at all the gears, that small gear right in the front near the forehead is connected to that gear which is right in the middle with that orange color, or the one, they're all interconnected. So your thought, that's very important, what you're putting in. And I'll give you a lot of examples that your life, your motivation, everything revolves around your thoughts. This is a beautiful quote from Oprah. If you look at what you have in life, you'll always have more. If you look at what you don't have in life, you will never have enough. And I, give this definition of mindset of abundance. That's the first line. If you look at what you have in life, you'll always have more. That is, you're looking at abundance. You're looking at positivity. And the other one is keep on complaining, keep on, cribbing and having a, sad face. It will not let you go anywhere. And that is the mindset of a scarcity. And unfortunately, that's many people are having it. So what is making our mind, the programming which is happening, how it is happening is with the people. What and who influences our thought? Environment where you are. And the biggest influencer today, in the last 10 years, media. Before it was just a newspaper, some television, some magazine, radio, but the social media has just come in and bombarded us with thousands of ads, thousands of news, which is influencing our life. Everybody is glued to this. I mean, from small kid to an old man, retired man, everybody is there in front of their mobile or in front of their laptop. Most of them. Now, I would say about 70% or 80% of the people are here. So whatever you get in your mind, that's what you're going to become. Remember that. So now we have to go into the origin of negativity. Now, this is not my research, but as you know, I'm an engineer. My background is seeing things done. So where is this negativity happening? Our thoughts that we have, how it is changing, why it is changing, why we are thinking the way we are thinking is directly connected with our past. We are so much connected that our life becomes what our past is. So this is a beautiful quote. Do not give your past the power to define who you are. There is a famous quote. I mean, if you are born poor, it's not your fault. But if you die poor, that's your fault for sure. So you need to get out of your past. I mean, if you look at the real stories of rag to riches, there are not one, there are hundreds of them. Nobody, those who have come to that level of excellence, they were born with silver spoon in their mouth. No, none. So if you would like to, be positive, become successful, be motivated, it's you. Some of the things I'm going to show you how you can work upon it. So why our past is influencing us. Now, this is a research now. There are a lot of books written, and at the end of the webinar, you will get all the references from where I got these webinar, created, and through my experience and through my coaching and mentoring to thousands and thousands of people. From birth to 18 years, an average family in US hears 148,000 no's. Imagine, close to 150,000 no's that kid who becomes infant to a child to a teenager. That's what that child is hearing till he finishes his high school or her high school. Unfortunately, in Africa and Asia, because I come from Asia, our number is much higher. This is my rough estimate. We hear much more no's than the people in the West. Now, this is the research done by behavioral researchers, and they have calculated 77% of everything we think is negative. Now, this is a research. This is not me talking. 77%. Whatever you look at, whatever you hear, whatever your mind goes into the negativity rather than going to the positivity. Now, how our past? Just take a look at the picture and let me have my healthy DXN drink, and I'm going to talk about that. So let's look at the picture, which is there. That guy who sees a dog and he kind of shuns away. He's afraid because something happened when he was small. A dog bit. The fight that this person had when they were young. So he's kind of away from that person. Or that small child, while going in the slide, hurt himself. And what happens whenever he sees the slide, he gets that experience of the past where blood was coming out of his knee. So that's our past. So do you know that we are prisoner of of our past, and we are all prisoner in our minds. Now, this is a very bold statement that I've given. Men are prisoners of their fate, but only prisoner of their mind. Now, if you look at, there is a lock on the top and there is a key. And that lock can open where you are right now. If you are, controlled by your negativity, the beautiful thing is the key to that prison is with you. It is right there with you in your pocket. You just have to do that work and say, from today onward, I'm not going to be negative. Whatever I'm going to look at, whatever I'm going to do is going to do positive. Positivity should be surrounding me. So most of the people, are not authentic. The problem is nowadays, if you see, most of the people are having a mask like that, or there is a mask on top. So if I have a mask like that, and if you are looking at me, okay, right to my eye, and I've got my glasses, and maybe I have got my cap like that. Now tell me, can you see me? I can see you, but can you see me? You can't see me. The whole world is behind the mask right now. Why we are what we are is because of being inauthentic. We say something, we don't mean it. We do something, we don't mean it. Our talk and our actions are not congruent. That is the biggest problem. I ask you today, when you go to sleep, ask yourself how authentic you are. Are you the person who people are looking at? Are you the person, a good person you want to be? There is always something which is pulling you back. There is always something from the past which is happening, the environment which is happening. And that's what is influencing your action. So there is the chain of the things which happens till you get the result. So everything starts from your thoughts. Thoughts form your words. Words form your action. Action form your habits. Habits gives you the result. So if you're not getting that result, if people are not liking you, what you are saying, people are kind of skeptical. So there is something wrong with your habit, the way things are happening, what you are doing basically, or whatever action you are taking is not what the result should be. Or if you go back, your action is good, then where is the problem? The problem is with the words you are saying. And in our business of DXN, why people do not believe in you? Because what you are saying, maybe you are not doing that. But for example, this drink, if you don't drink this or don't have your supplement, how can you talk about good health? People should look at you and say, if someone is really fat, obese, and he talks, we have got a product, which can make you, to the right weight, and you can lose weight, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, maybe 20 kgs, 30 kg, and the person himself is fat. How can anybody believe? That is what is authenticity is all about. So what are the negative emotions and thoughts? You see, thoughts are there, and that is connected with the emotions. And the emotions are fear, jealousy, hatred, anger, hopelessness. In everybody's life, we have these things. And I'll give you an example. A small child. I mean, we have a few grandchildren in the house, and my granddaughter lives in the lower floor, and she comes up to us in the middle of the night in the pitch dark. She just walks up to me or to my wife, and she wants to cuddle herself in between us. Middle of the night. I'm looking at the time, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and she knows she has not got any fear of darkness. You ask somebody else, a child, the child is afraid of darkness or night, because that's what we have drilled into the mind of that child. This is just one small fear. And that child is going to take many, many years or not even come out of that fear of darkness. So these are the emotions of negativity and procrastination. This is another word of fear. But in our business, we don't do what we should do is because of that. We prolong it for tomorrow and day after tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes, you know that. Failure. If you have failed once, so what? Why you have to be, so taken aback and I can't do it? Every successful people went from failure to achieve whatever they have achieved. They're all the achievers. And I remember Winston Churchill said, that the enthusiasm that you have after going through many failures, that's what you're going to get your success at. Ungratefulness. Now, this is something very profound. I can talk for even 1 hour on gratitude. There are so many books that I have on that. But all those books that you read will not make you grateful until you start thinking that whatever Allah has given, whatever God has given you, you should be grateful to. Just our eyes, if we have our eyes, if we take it for granted, ask a blind person, he'll tell you how lucky people are with their eyes. The good health that you have. Ask a person who is a terminal case cancer, who's in the hospital. He will tell you the benefit of good health, what he did not have. You see, the last word of Steve Jobs, go and write last word of Steve Jobs in YouTube and you will get it. He said, I achieved everything one person can think of, the pinnacle of success. Fame, money, whatever he wanted to do. But there were 2 areas where he did not focus on: his health and his relationship with his family. Health. Health is 10 out of 10. That's where you should be investing, not in this nice jacket or a nice house and a nice car and a nice watch. You should be investing in your health. Ego, that's another negative. Nobody likes people who are, say I and I and I and me. Mother-in-laws, there is an image of mother-in-laws. And there are movies, there are jokes, but there are a lot of good mother-in-laws. Why a daughter-in-law looks at a mother-in-law with that filter is so sad. And of course, arrogance. People hate arrogance. And in Islam, it is said that even a person with that, we call it rati, or like a grain of arrogance, if somebody, he's not going to enter Jannah. That's how, it is looked upon, this arrogance, which we call it kibr. Nobody likes people with that arrogance. What happens? You look at these negative people. They have got some money, they have got some status, so they got the power, and there comes the arrogance. Even if you have that much, try to take it out. What is the impact of negativity? To that person who's negative, he sees everything from the negative perspective. That is one. But what he is doing to himself, anxiety, depression, all kinds of mental problems. This person who's negative, looking through this lens of negativity, is a sick man. He needs help. If you can help that person, try to help him. But the problem is 90% of the people, they think that they are right. To a beautiful day, he will say, "What's so beautiful?" Imagine. So he harms himself. That is bad. But the problem is that he start harming the other people also from his negative mindset. His negative behavior make people run away. What will you do if your brother or if your spouse is negative? Where will you run? So you need to work. Be a good person. Be a positive person. Be a person where keep on giving that positive influence and the impact and the things, and the person will definitely change. The negative faces, if you look at the negative, that's how they look like, from right to left. Typical negative faces. The negative people have got this crab mentality. You go up, the other crab, which is in the bucket, will pull you down. That's a typical crab mentality. You become successful, people are jealous about it. That's what happened in most of the corporate world, and this is what I'm going to share my story also later. So your mind, look at this beautiful garden. Is your mind is like a garden. Your thoughts are seeds. That seeds that you're putting. And what type of seeds you are putting? Is a flower seed, or is a seed of weed which you don't want in your garden? It's up to you. So how you can remove negativity from your life? And this is a typical example of the rose bush. I mean, if you have a rose in your garden or in your house, every year the pruning has to be done. This is, you look at the pot which is on the left side. When the pruning is done, what happens? You get beautiful flowers. So in your life, this is what you need to do. You need to remove. You need to stay away from those negative thoughts, negative people, negative environment, negative news, negative social media, whatever you are having. So don't let your yesterday take up your today. So we should learn to let it go. That is the key to happiness. You want to be happy? You have to be positive. Simple as that. So look at that child. Usually, when the balloon goes, the child cries. But then there's another child. He lets the balloon grow, and he sees the balloon is flying higher and higher, and he's very happy. Who you are. There's a beautiful song in that movie called Frozen. Yeah, Let It Go. If you're not seen that movie, that I saw with my grandchild at least 5 times. I really like that song. Let it go. Let it go. Learning to live in the present moment is the part of your joy. Keep your face to the sun or sunshine, and you cannot see the shadow. That's Helen Keller. It is you and you only who can change the negativity to the positivity. Nothing can bring happiness but you yourself. I'm giving all these pointers. You already know it. If you just have to discover yourself. So if you think, you can. Again, thought. These are the beautiful books on how to make your thought positive. So exercise your thought. Now I'm going to give you some exercise from some of the fantastic books which I've read and doing it. So you need to do the following exercise. Number one, what are the random negative thoughts or belief you have? Write it down. You know, nobody will know what negative thoughts you have. You need to write it down. So take your time tonight. Take a piece of paper and write, okay, this is where I feel that I'm negative, or this is where I'm not looking at the positive side. So you know your thoughts, you know yourself. If you're having problem and you're married, ask your spouse. You got some good buddies, ask them. They will tell you. If you don't see your negativity, because the face that we have, we cannot see ourselves. We need a mirror, right? That mirror is someone else. So what are the positive thought I'll replace them with? So if you are looking at a certain things with a negative perspective, how you can replace it with positive thoughts? So this exercise is going to take, it is not a magic. It's not going to happen overnight. You have to work on yourself. It's just like that muscle. If I don't have muscle, I go to the gym and I want to, get that muscle. It's going to take me few months to maybe few years. Are you with me? So you need maybe a coach or a mentor. And the beautiful thing about DXN is this is life. You know why? Because you get good health, you get good money, and the most important thing, I mean, you just saw Samuel. He came with that enthusiasm. And whenever I talk to him, whenever I see that enthusiasm. So when you come to that environment of DXN seminars and webinars, especially seminars. You see, webinars, you can't see me other than it's a virtual seeing. But when you see a person who's really positive, you get some inspiration. And Alhamdulillah, I'm so thankful that I'm part of this beautiful journey of DXN, that wherever I have gone, I've traveled to a lot of places, let me tell you. A lot of countries I've gone to. And wherever I have gone, the environment of DXN offices are always positive. So the positive thoughts and emotions are what? I mean, this is what you need to: gratitude, serenity, peace, interest, hope, pride, amusement, inspiration, awe, and love. And there are more and more. And that's how the face of the positive people are. You love to be in that environment. That is the joy of life. So you have to tell yourself, you have to do the self-talking. I'm a positive thinker. I'm going to do whatever I want in a positive way. You need to do the affirmation every day. Every day. How will you do this affirmation to make yourself positive? So you need to basically program your mind. You saw that picture before with all the gears. So you need to start saying something which is positive. Write your why in your life. Your why is you want to be happy. How you can be happy? By being happy, of course. I mean, you need good health, you need good money. Of course, that is there. Then relationship is there. So what you need to do, say in your DXN, you need to become healthy first. Everything is on one side if you don't have good health. That is a positive thought. You need to work on that. Start doing some 5,000, 10,000 steps every day. exercise, eat well, drink well, be with the good people. So whatever you have written your why, you only know your why. You have a small card which you should put it in the wallet, which you should have it in your car, next to your bed, or even in the bathroom in the mirror. That's what I tell my people. And you're sitting over there doing nothing, please don't take that, because you're going to sit there for hours playing games over there or whatever. Just go relax and then look what you have written, the why, and read it 2 times in the morning, especially before going to sleep. So that's how you are programming your mind, the way you feel, the way you believe in what you are saying. So this is tough, let me tell you. You remember the adage, old habit die hard? The habits don't go, I mean, I'm going to become a millionaire, or I'm going to become a crown ambassador, I'm going to become this, that's all talk. You need to work on that small change, which is called shift. And there's again a beautiful book called Atomic Habits. If you have not read, you have not seen, read that book. So believe in yourself that you can do it. So this is a beautiful story of a donkey in the well. If you have heard it, very good. Let's hear it again. So there was a donkey, jumping around, and that donkey falls in the well. And the farmer comes and says, oh, this donkey was already old, not working hard. So let's, bury this donkey. So he gets all his other farmers and starts putting the mud inside the well. So thinking that this donkey is going to be buried inside the well, and the well doesn't have any water also. So let's finish up this. Donkey is there, and let's bury that donkey. So the moment all the mud was coming on top of the donkey got afraid. He said, oh my God, I'm going to die over here. So for some time, that fear was there, but then he thought, why not, get out of this situation? So the moment the mud all came, the shovel which they were putting inside, he just jerked himself. What did he do? He just did like that. And the mud just went down, and he kept on jerking himself. And what happens? All that mud which the farmers were putting got that well to the point where he kept on throwing the mud off from his shoulders and his body, and the mud got him up to the point where he jumped out of the well and goes out. So what is this mud which is being thrown on you? Is all negativity. It is up to you. You want to jerk it, you want to throw it off, it's up to you. You want to bury it yourself. That's what is happening with most of the people. So let me tell you my story. As I told you, I was doing a fantastic job, corporate job, good money, and whatever job that I was doing, it was very good, training the young pilots. But the environment that I was in, it was very toxic, very toxic. The boss that I had was super toxic. Whatever I do, the boss doesn't like it. So can you see? That's the corporate world. It's just like, if this is the sponge, that's you, he'll keep on squeezing you like that. And still he's not happy. That's the job. So when DXN came in my life because of the product, it helped me with my health issue. So I thought, why not talk about this, what I have got, to other people. And in 2005, I created that, what is this called? Map Your Freedom. This was born in 2005. Map Your Freedom, in the website only. The book came much later. And the 2 years, I put my head down I just said, I'm going to get out of this toxic environment where people are throwing that mud on me. Oh, this FATEMI is going to sell, these toothpaste and soap and coffee. They'll look at this engineer. He's going to do this. I was just waiting for the moment when I'm going to say goodbye to this negative environment. So when I got the favor from my friends, so I had a small farewell speech. I said, when you were telling me all that, you were in fact infusing and putting more motivation for me to go and work harder. Before I was working maybe 2-3 hours a day, then it came to about 8 hours a day, then 10-12 hours. Imagine, per day. So that was my motivation to get out of that environment. Not money. Money was not my real motivation, because money I was getting good. But I wanted to get that same money as a passive income. Now, what is the difference between passive and active? Active is when you work, you get the money. Passive is you stop working, you keep on getting the money still. And in DXN, you have that. 3 to 5 years, you keep on getting the passive income. So Alhamdulillah, 2007, I came out of that. Everybody who was putting that mud on me of negativity, I was getting more and more determined to get out of it. If I had, 30 hours, I would have worked for 30 hours. But I had only 24 hours. And out of that, I made sure I sacrificed from my sleep, from my entertainment, from my whatever barbecue party. Even I stopped doing my exercise. I used to play squash at that time. Anyway, that's my story. The thing is, I'm right in front of you all. So what is the difference between an optimist and the pessimist? The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. You give them anything, they are looking at the problem. And the optimist, they look at the opportunity and sees opportunity in every difficulty. There's a problem, they want to see there's an opportunity. And that's what the definition of leaders are. If you are a leader or you want to become a leader, leaders are not who are looking into the problem, they are looking at the solution. Are you a solution provider to yourself, to your community, to your country? You are. Because we've got a wonderful product called what? Ganoderma. And we have got the service to give people the freedom. Everybody loves freedom. How you can become positive? Be with positive people. Read good books. And all these books that you are looking at the back, I started basically reading more and more after joining DXN. Before, and as an engineer, I was just reading books related to my field. But then I opened my mind, and the books which are on the top, it's all on health, science, food, nutrition. Imagine, from engineering to food science, completely 180-degree opposite turn. And of course, business, I spent a lot of money, because this is a business. Like any other profession that you go into, medicine, law, engineering, whatever you need to pay to the university. I said, why not I pay? Now that is what I need you all to do also. Watch inspiration films, okay? Choose to be positive. The choice is yours, decision is yours. Surround yourself with positive things, okay? Look for positive in every situation. Spread positivity. You will be loved, let me tell you. And remember, God promises all about positivity. God has made you just not an ordinary person. You are a person with a gift. Every person has got a gift. You have to look at that gift. So this is a beautiful hadith, the quote from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, the environment that you are in, you are with the righteous people or with an evil friend. The similarity is like you are with the perfume seller who's selling perfume, or a blacksmith who is working in that iron thing. So if you're in that environment, so what will happen? You'll get the dust and the smell, and your clothes can catch fire because there's a fire is happening, and there is a guy who's selling a perfume. The likeness of a righteous friend and an evil friend is the likeness of a musk perfume seller and a blacksmith. So these are the two books, Hadith Bukhari and Muslim. This is the quote that I've taken only last night. Positive or negative? Do we have a choice? Positive, negative. 100%. You are the person who is going to make that choice. The psychologist says when you focus on problems, you will have more problems. When you focus on the possibilities, you will have more opportunities. Beautiful book, The Art of Possibility. This was given to me by my daughter-in-law, and I love this book. And there are a few things which I've put in this webinar from this book also. So I would like to highlight few of my favorite positive actions. My positive actions: kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. This is from Mother Teresa. Be grateful, everyone, especially who have done you any favor. First of all, we should be grateful to our Creator, Allah. We should all be grateful. And anybody, starting from your parents, your mom and dad, your teachers, your coaches and mentors, be grateful. Even if they've done that much of favor, return it in full handful of favor. So we are blessed people in the DXN. And I'm seeing those who are really grateful, they're getting more and more. So gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It turns a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Happiness is the time that you spend with your loved one. And DXN, Alhamdulillah, has given to millions of people around the world that happiness. And the one happiness in this life is to be loved and be loved. That's me with my grandchildren. So they're all having the same tablet, which is called Spirulina. And we are all trying to fly. Of course, we cannot fly, but you can see their tongue, like my tongue, is all green. It was tough to be right at the bottom with all those kids on top of me. Happiness is freedom from concern about what others think of you. Stop thinking about others, what they are thinking about you. Happiness is serving others and doing something to the world, leaving a legacy. What we have done to ourselves alone dies with us. What we have done for others and the world remains an immortal. Night blindness project happening in Pakistan. Thousands of people, kids have got their eyesight back. This was a picture taken in 2012. This is one of my passion. No business, no nothing, just these kids. Can you see? They were all blind. They got their eyesight back with these two products, Rishi and Spirulina. So thousands of candles can be lighted from one single candle, that candle you are holding. And the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. That's Buddha. So the upper hand, this is again from, this is the first quotation or the hadith from Hadith Bukhari. The upper hand which gives is better than the lower hand which receives. You in DXN, every one of you all, Even if you are not a crown ambassador, even if you are not a speaker, you are the upper hand who's giving it to the people. That beautiful product, the beautiful opportunity, the beautiful environment. So now I'm going to give you the real key to going from negativity to positivity and getting more. Between yesterday's mistake and tomorrow's hope, there is a fantastic opportunity called today, which is the present, which is a gift from God. Live it, love it. That's your day. My passion, alhamdulillah, since 2007, I came out. I'm helping people, alhamdulillah, globally. Help almost, I would say, roughly about 250,000, 250,000 people worldwide. So the gift that I want to give is, in my Map Your Freedom website, there is a booklet. This same book is in the short form. So you can put your name, email, you will get a free book. And this is where from last 5 years, I'm getting my daily inspiration and motivation. Even today, while I was making my concoction, I was listening to this Darren Hardy. So it is go.darrenhardy.com, Darren daily, and I'll give it to Samuel, this link, and you can take a screenshot of this also. All right. The reference of today's webinar, as I told you, I worked very, very hard, almost over 2 weeks. The Road to Happiness, Think and Grow Rich, The Art of Possibility, The Power of Kindness, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, and Darren Hardy. How can I help you? My YouTube channel is there, Map Your Freedom. All those who are invited, who are not in DXN, you can go to my website, mapyourfreedom.com, and you can contact me saying that you heard me, you saw me in this webinar, and what you want more, I'm ready to help you out. My prayers for everyone. We are still going through a pandemic. Even if you have got your first shot and the second vaccine, still you need to take care and pray that this pandemic goes away. Thank you very much, my friends, and I'll stop sharing the screen and over to Samuel. All right, Samuel, there you are. Good. We got it just 5 minutes.
Wow. It is amazing. From the song, the lyrics of the song of Frozen, Let It Go, let it go. Can't hold me back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. This is amazing, and you can't get it better unless from an international speaker, international author. We took 2 weeks just for today's presentation, and definitely the result is amazing. I know most of you you can't catch up, because please go back to our YouTube, go back to our Facebook, go back to Map Your Freedom website. Please, you can watch this video again on our Facebook. It is there for a longer time. You can go to our YouTube page. You can get it there. It is exceptional. It is amazing. How authentic are you? How authentic are you for you to build your business? Thank you very much, sir. It has been an exceptional time with you. Unsurprisingly, of course, we keep learning every day from your wealth of experience. Thank you very much. So many accolades from the comment section in different areas of the world. I really appreciate so many people for the first time watching through our YouTube channel. I appreciate everybody for joining us today. It has been an amazing time. Please don't forget to always watch this video again. Write, get notes, share with everybody around the world so that they can learn how to do their business. DXN is for everybody. You see, it's not just for DXN members, but both non-DXN members, because we are in the business of promoting health, wealth, and happiness. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate your time.
Welcome.
Very much.
Take care.
He's very in his country, and he sacrificed his time for us. Thank you. I really appreciate it very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Very much.
God bless you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye. And from our side here, Keep living in health, wealth, and happiness. Tell your prospects, tell your downlines, tell your team members to always follow up with our award promos and all our motivational packages we are giving to you on YouTube, on Facebook, on WhatsApp. Keep doing what you are doing with authenticity, with integrity and honesty, because in DXN we are a company of integrity. Thank you very much. I remain your humble host, Samuel Zoro, Sales and Marketing Manager for DXN Nigeria, and thank you all for being live with us. Let's do this again next Tuesday. Keep living in health, wealth, and happiness. Good morning, DXN.